Hey, it's September and back to school month, and I thought I'd do a quick video on some insights that I've learned in the last week with everybody going back to school, and just kind of reflecting on a few things that have come up that I think could be really beneficial for you. So basically, September is synonymous with school, and I just kind of realized this September how much learning I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of, I'm going through basically a certification course right now. Plus, I signed up for a something called the 30-day challenge that Ed Dale puts on in September every year for about the past 8 or 9 years. And basically, you have to commit to doing this training. It takes you're supposed to commit 30 minutes a day for 30 days. And one of the things that really stood out to me was that he talks, I believe it was on a session he did called Fueling Up, where he basically comes out and says that learning is not work and that learning is fun. And all too often we say, hey, I'm learning something, and we can kind of think of it as work, but at the end of the day, work means you have to have certain deliverables, right? You need to have, whether you're creating blog posts or white papers or sending out an email or creating a product or a podcast. At the end, whenever you're done the work, you need to have something to show for it at the end that you can send to people that will either, you can either sell to them to generate some income, or that will lead them, into your funnel, or, just build up your reputation and rapport so that they decide that they may want to work with you. So I noticed in this past week, since I'm doing this certification training, I'm doing the challenge every morning, that my own deliverables have kind of fallen down for this week. I didn't get quite as many blog posts as I would have liked to have done. So I just thought I'd put this reminder. September is a time of learning, and it's always good to keep learning, but you really have to divide it up, so that you still put the priorities on getting your deliverables done. You gotta squeeze it all in. You gotta keep learning, especially in the field I'm in digital marketing. There's always something new to learn, and that's kind of one of the fun things about it, is that there's always more to learn. But you have to keep it in balance. So here are some tips that I have to help you keep learning in balance if you're like myself and you end up maybe trying to take on too many things at once to study. So first of all is focus on one thing at a time. So um, you know, I am a bad example of this because I'm working through a certification while doing the 30-day challenge. Ideally, I would just focus on the certification and get that done before I go on to the challenge, and that's what I intend to do now. Because whenever you're splitting your focus between two things, the whole multitasking thing, it actually slows you down, and you make much quicker progress to focus on one thing and see it through to completion. It's more important to complete one thing than it is to have multiple things ongoing that never get done. So focus on one thing. And my other tip is to use a timer. Okay, so that way time doesn't get away on you. You block off a 30-minute chunk or a 50-minute chunk and just go at it for that time. Keep your focus on what you're doing. Don't, surf and take phone calls and do all this other stuff to interrupt your focus. And have the timer so it keeps you honest and it keeps you focused on getting your deliverables done. And yeah, keep your eyes on the prize. Get the deliverables done. Um, Plan your day so that you're putting your time on your deliverables before. Start your day with that blog post if that's what you need to have, or with that email. Get that out of the way first, so that way you can still find some time to squeeze in some learning, but that won't come at the cost of getting your deliverables done. That will help grow your business or lead to sales. So anyway, those are my tips. Hopefully you found this helpful. Um, Interested in hearing if anybody else has kind of got, maybe, I don't know if this is a September kind of thing where maybe we're trying to learning is in the air. We're trying to learn maybe too many things at once. So let's just focus, keep our eyes on the deliverables that will grow the business and sales and products and all that fun stuff, and squeeze the learning in later, so that way we're not hurting ourselves as we learn. Because I agree with Ed Dale, learning isn't work. Learning in and of itself isn't going to put money in your bank account. You have to take what you learn and apply it in the real world, and do something with it, add value, create something that somebody wants to buy with what you learned. Otherwise, the learning is just a way to procrastinate and keep from doing the things that really matter to the bottom line of your business. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Mike out. Talk later. Bye.